Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, it has been a while since the last time I did a preview video. A preview video is a video where I normally talk about a particular company and I cover some of the stuff that I haven't had the chance to talk about in quite some time. Some of the most recent pre-orders. And one of the companies that I personally have great respect for is Tsume Art. Particularly if you're a fan of anime and manga, this company is amazing. Recently, they just released 2 new statues for the Seiya collection, for in this case the Ikagai collection, which is the 1/6 collection. You have the Gemini Saga, looks really cool, and also Dubhe Alpha Siegfried, and that's another cool looking piece. But they've been releasing so much stuff, and a lot of the stuff that you go to the website is sold out right away. A lot of stuff, of course, for Naruto, One Piece, and really super cool stuff. And the prices, I would say they are fair when you compare it to other things, particularly this scale. Definitely, I love this one. The sword right here looks really cool. And this one right here, it's Sabusa and Haku for Naruto, looks amazing. Also, they have this boss, like One Punch Man Saitama, looks really, really cool. And yeah, this is not cheap at all. It's over $1,000 there. But man, look at all the statues that they have, the different boss. This one for Bleach, Ichigo, Kurosaki, Shanks for One Piece. Look at this one from Dragon Ball Z. I love this one, Krillin versus the Cyberman. Amazing stuff. Natsu Dragon Slayer for Fairy Tail. Look really, really cool. So Spec Fiction also carries a lot of this stuff for them. And that's another place. If they're sold out at Tsume, you can always come to Spec Fiction. And I trust this company very, very much. They still have Naruto, the forward Ikagai 1/6 scale statue here. And this is very cool looking piece. The price $470 I think is really fair. As you can see right there with Sasuke, it really looks good. Look at that. It's supposed to work together, and I think when it comes about this displays, like this versus mode or battle display dioramas, they're really cool, and the dimensions are really nice. It's even though it's a 1/6, people sometimes have this impression of 1/6 being really extremely small. Well, it is not. As you can see, it does have a lot of presence. I don't know how tall the lady is. I don't think she's that tall, but definitely there's presence there, and you can display them like this, and you can display them side by side like that, or facing each other, or going in the opposite way. So there's a lot of things you can do with this. Looks super cool, but definitely they're made to be displayed in this battle pose, and it's really good. And look at this display, man, that's really nice. Definitely they did a good job with this one. That's just an option here. I'm just showing you this. There's some stuff on the wait list, like for example Boa Hancock. It's a 1/4 scale piece. This is one piece, and definitely this one is really good. And definitely this sexy characters from One Piece always sell well. As you can see, really large piece, and look at the detail there. I'm telling you, Tsume Art is on another level when it comes about detail for manga and anime. It is amazing. They do have these combinations where they use some plastics and not only resin, but also they use PVC and other materials to enhance the beauty of these pieces. They have here Zoro, as you can see right there, sold out at the website. Look at the detail. Really love the pose, very dynamic. And of course, many of these parts, they can be resin, but also PVC. And look at that one. I'm telling you, they look great. I'm telling you, these pieces look great. And again, they're made to kind of display side by side or in a versus battle. That looks great. Definitely love the detail. This gives a reference of the scale. It's not too big, but I think it has the perfect size for it. Really cool. That's a very good thing. Another thing that you can find at Tsume Art, they sell this. Not only they have this edition, they also have what they call the Ultimate Edition, where you can find some differences of the pieces, but you have to order directly from them. Sometimes they end up here at Spec Fiction as well. Look at this boss from Fairy Tail, Natsu, Dragneel. This is a life-size boss, so the price reflects that. Close to $1,600. But look at that. I love the paint job and the detail. One thing is, what I like about it is that they respect the source material and they're very close to it. They don't make deviations. Some companies, sometimes they do some different things, but I would say that in this case, Tsume Art is always 100% accurate with the animation. Some people may find some complaints here and there. It's always going to be one that always sees little things and, has reason to complain about it. But beyond that, I feel that they do a good job in representing these characters the best way possible. And look at that, the paint job is really good. This is an expensive boss for sure. But if you're into fairy tale, then definitely this is something worth checking out. But man, look at all these things. We have talked about it before. I talk about Yoga from Sensei. I talk about this Batman as well. They're on the wait list. Again, here, Dragon Ball Z Goku, Kaioken, and also Vegeta, Galagon. They're still on pre-order there. And these pieces are amazing. I really love the detail of this. Look at this one, One Punch Man Saitama. This statue, it's amazing. And this is on the wait list, unfortunately. But this is one of the most amazing pieces. I've seen some of this before. I've seen some of the prototypes. Man, it looks amazing. It's so terrifying at the same time. But it really presents the character in such an amazing way. This angle here, it is beautiful. You know, even though it's gruesome, it is beautiful. It really represents the character so well. But now let's look at the most recent pre-orders. At the time I'm filming this, it's still on pre-order at the Tsume website. You never know, it might end up being sold out by the time this is done. But again, you can go to Spec Fiction. I will have the link for you. But let's look first at Dubhe Alpha Siegfried. And this is from the Asgard Saga. In my opinion, one of the best sagas, although it was not part of the manga, but it was on the anime. And to me, it's one of the best. I love the design of this knights, of course, of the defenders in Asgard. And you can see the price. So with everything, you're looking at around for something if you go to Spec Fiction. But man, I'm telling you, amazing what they're doing here. And if we look at the pictures, he is tall. This actually knights were taller in comparison to the other ones. But man, look at that. Now, I wouldn't say that I'm too crazy about the way they represent the power coming from his hands, like this bubble thing. Maybe they could have changed and do something different. That perhaps might be, it looks a bit plasticky the way it's coming out. So I'm not crazy about that. That's the only thing that I can complain about. But the sculpt itself and the paint job and the way he's standing that base is really good. Love the face. Definitely they did a good job with that, representing the character. So on that end, I would say I'm good. I hope this can be removable because I'm not crazy about it. That's the only thing that I would say is not the best thing on this depiction here. And which is surprising because for the most part, when it comes about that clear resin, when they do this type of things, I would say that Tsume is one of the best doing that kind of work. But here, for some reason, it looks like a plastic toy there. So that's the only thing that I would say that needs some work. Love the way they did the paint job on the, in this case, on the ground. Makes it look a bit kind of cel shaded at the same time, and it kind of pays tribute to that cartoony look, which I think they're going for. And here you have Saga right there, Gemini. This is number 1, this is number 2. I love that they're doing that, making this type of battle diorama things. But this is cool. And if we look in this case at Gemini on this collection, the price is going to be a bit cheaper. As you can see, $369. I like this one. I think the showcase of his power here looks a bit better than the one for Siegfried. The way they did the base, the way he's taking a leap there, which is kind of cool. Really showcase some damage to it and the strength of his power as well. I like that, the detail, the pretty much how the impression that it gives you is really cool. And of course his eyes, kind of diabolic as he is sometimes, but really cool. Love the detail. Man, it's just super cool. The paint job is good on him. I'm telling you, this company is doing amazing stuff with this collection. With this particular statues on the 1/6, also the one for scale, they're doing amazing. There are tons of Seiya fans out there. You know, I'm one of them. There's millions around the world. It was never a popular franchise in the United States, but thankfully it was in Mexico where I grew up. Back in the day, when you think about this character, you think about the toys from Bandai, which were really expensive and they were the best quality. They were not really good. They broke, they peeled off, you know, because the metallic they used for this stuff, it was this cheap paint and all that. Now we have come a long way from that moment, from that point onto this, when you see the statues. It's just an amazing thing. And of course, that's the reason why these are doing really well and they sell really well, because there are a lot of fans out there willing to pay the price that they grew up with, you know, playing the toys, or perhaps they couldn't even afford the toys back in the day. So now they can afford that, but now they're going for the statues, and who can blame them? Because these statues are looking amazing. And here you can see right there, Saga. This is the other statue they produced before, right next to it. You know, this is the action, this is the museum pose. They're good. You know, I'm telling you, this is super, super cool, and they have done a terrific job here. I'm telling you, this company, it's good. In this case, Tsume art always blows my mind with what they're doing. They're not copying anybody. They're just doing their own thing, and it's good to have. Because right now you see so many companies producing stuff for DC and Marvel. Those are the biggest franchises. Star Wars as well. So you get always the same things over and over. Some companies, it's like everyone is competing for the next best thing. Everyone is making a Hulkbuster, for example, and everyone has a different variation of that Hulkbuster, a different variation of Batman. Well, Tsume art doesn't have to worry about those things. Yeah, they do have a Batman. It did really good too. It's a 1/6 piece. But when it comes about the other stuff that they do, where's the competition? How many companies are doing Seiya? There are companies doing Seiya stuff, but not as many, and not as the way that this company is doing it in a constant basis. They're doing it, they're producing it in the 1/4 and the 1/6. They're doing this beautiful dioramas for One Piece. They're doing a lot of stuff, and definitely they deserve a lot of respect. So in my opinion, I'm telling you, you need to pay attention to Tsume art. I think the price is fair for what they're giving us here. But what is your opinion? What do you think about Tsume art? Are you a fan of what they're doing? Are you a fan of these statues? Anything that I didn't mention here that you're looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care, and I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.